The play Scorched by Wajdi Mouawad is about a brother and sister, they're twins actually, who are raised in Quebec, whose mother has just passed away, and they are instructed in her will to find the father and the brother they did not know existed. So the two go to Lebanon, and this is amidst the Lebanese Civil War, to search for their brother and father. And in the process, they learn a lot about their mother.
There's something in my mother's silence I want to understand. Something I need to understand.
You know, just when you think you know everything about your family, you actually know very little.
What do you know about me? About her? Nothing! You know nothing!
The major themes of the play, one of them turned out to be intergenerational anger and the way this revenge keeps spawning more revenge and more violence, and asks how we can start to break it.
They will curse, and we will let them curse. It doesn't matter.
I think civil war, or maybe more generally the idea of cycles of violence and anger, is another important theme in this play. And I think that it's very topical in this way because in the past 20 years, something like 115 out of 122 wars in the world have been civil wars.
This is a play that looks at the Lebanese Civil War from a very personal place and really of pain and dislocation. The Lebanese Civil War began in 1975 and ended roughly in 1990. It was a combination of internal divisions, religious divisions, oftentimes class divisions, and also external alliances. You know, there's a healing that needs to take place, and Wajdi Mouawad's play, Scorched, speaks at least to that burning desire for some type of reconciliation, some type of healing.
You and I are from the same land, the same language, the same people. And each people is responsible for their traitors and their heroes.
What drew me to Noelle was her complexity, her mind, her commitment to her beliefs. She's a very, very strong individual.
Today I bear witness to the promise I kept for an old woman. Learn to read, to speak, to write, to count.
I feel I've already grown and learned a lot about the way people deal with their tragedies.
My gun is like my life, and every bullet I put into gun is like a poetry.
Mouawad is a psychopath. He's antisocial, he has a lack of empathy for other people, he's got delusions of grandeur, but I think like underneath that, he's actually this wounded child who has abandonment issues. He's in a world where having no father and having no mother means you have no God.
I don't shoot women like Lisbeth Taylor, because Lisbeth Taylor is a very good actress. I like very much.
With Mouawad, it's finding the humor in him. He wants to entertain his victims, and as crazy as that is, it's like he wants to send them off with a song. And I think it's that he's seeking affection in some way. Civil War puts guns into the hands of civilians, and ordinary people do horrific things, you know, in wartime.
Yes, I kill children. It's like pigeon. It's no problem.
It doesn't take sides because he wants to say something broader and bigger and more universal about these cycles of violence.
Your parents, your grandparents, they have stories. They've come from somewhere, and it's important to know your history. It's important to find out where you've been so that you can discover who you are.
There's so many unanswered questions or, you know, insoluble things, and sometimes the fact that they don't have an answer is what makes them beautiful.